Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're on a team.
Okay.
Everything is awesome. Take it away.
It was pretty alright, I guess.
When you're living on a dream.
Hooray, we can't agree on the lyrics!
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Night at the Theatah. I am Ichida Zeal.
I'm Saga.
I'm Paul.
He's also kind of drunk.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's drunk, Paul.
Just slightly.
He's the bad cop face.
I didn't even see this movie today. I saw it alone on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that is sad.
Yeah.
But this is the happiest movie ever. We just saw the Lego movie.
We just got back from it.
Not him, but me and
us. And not in such a very long time have I walked away from a movie with such a happy glow in my cheeks.
That's what I was gonna say. This may be the happiest movie I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why we invited you. Party pooper. Party pooper.
Well, yeah, it was a really great movie when I went to go see it. I mean, visually, it's spectacular.
Yes.
I mean, it's a feat to see a bunch of animators, CG animate every single unit of a world. Every single piece of that world was planned and calculated where it needed to be.
Ironically, in a movie about free expression and creation.
Yeah, and it almost kind of got a little art filmy for me, or just really poignant. But I thought it put forward a lot of really cool themes about individuality. It put forward a lot of really cool things about the everyman sort of becoming something more than he is. And while I will admit that that's not a story that I've never seen before,
we've all seen it 100 times.
Yes,
in fact, that was kind of the point.
Yeah, they went so far as to parody it sometimes. I mean, everybody was an archetype.
See, therein actually I think lies there's a bit of genius to this movie. And what are their names? The guys who made this movie, they're the same guys who made Clone High, 21 Jump Street, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. What are their names? Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I actually think I think these guys are really geniuses in that sense, that they always manage to just take all these archetypes and just cliches, but make them hilarious. 21 Jump Street was a movie built on cliches, but it's hilarious in its execution. The same with Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs. That, I've never seen a movie with so many puns, and I hate puns, but I still laugh at everything in those movies. We're toast now. If that had been in any other movie, I would have said, fuck this.
But I think what we should talk about first is what people will notice first about the movie is the visual style and the fact that this is a Lego movie about Lego in Lego world.
Everything moved like it was Lego. Something I really liked was the fact that they didn't give them elbows.
Yeah,
they're always just.
The best part was the fact that it was a Lego world. They didn't just look like Legos. They didn't move like humans. They weren't fluid.
No.
It was a blocky world of blocky people and blocky things exploding in blocky ways. The explosions, the clouds, the water were all made of Lego blocks.
Don't even get me started on the water, because the water just... It looked like, people were sort of just moving it around on sticks, but little things.
There were so many blocks of Lego in the water.
Lego dimples.
And
you can
all
see
those
the little Lego logo
on the water.
See, that's
one thing I noticed when you start seeing shots of the water, there's so much animation going on, the frame rate takes a nosedive. It's like I was playing a video game.
Oh,
guys, this was shot at a reduced frame rate in order to make it
Yeah,
seem like a stop motion.
I know, but you don't notice that until then.
Sorry, to what you were saying though about the fact that the logos were anything, I was not expecting that, but there's this scene where our main character is being held in a prison or something, and the Lego pieces are backwards, so you see the inside, you see those little holes, and you could see Lego, not just with Lego, but there's also that little trademark symbol.
Yeah.
Well, that moves into where I think this really got this. There are some really intelligent things in this movies, because then they go into the alternate part of the story, which
we should say now this is going to be a spoiler review.
We will try to be as subtle as we can about, but we will be giving details.
Yeah. But anyway, go on.
this is Lego World, and it is also connected to the human world, and the people, and Will Ferrell plays a dual role in this movie.
Well, we're just going to come right out and say it.
Yeah, there.
He's our main villain as Lord Business, and that...
Wait, I'm sorry. Best villain name ever.
Yes.
I wasn't sure I heard it right the first time, but then I hear it again, I'm like, no, his name is Business.
That is genius.
Yeah.
Oh!
He is like the... You can't even imagine someone more... Like, this person's evil. This person's name is... He might as well be Evil McEvilson.
Yeah.
See, actually...
But that's where you start to notice that it's parodying all of these tropes.
Yeah, like, the fact... Actually, my favorite part of his entire scenes were, like, when he's going to his evil business room, is like he's signing all these documents. Lord Business, we need you to sign up on the new music. How about this new promotional poster? Oh, yes, it all looks good. He's actually doing all this business stuff. Then he puts on his cape and his hat.
He just like transforms into the Demon King and shit.
But there are some... There are dual themes... There's like... He plays a dual role, and there's dual themes in this film in which we're looking at things like creativity, and Lord Business wants to use these household items, like from a garage. Like he's got...
The Craggle.
He's got super glue, or crazy glue. So
once you see the Craggle, you start to know where things are going if you're really paying attention.
his plan is to fix all of the blocks in place and thereby just keep everything in their proper set and make sure everything looks cohesive and thereby remove creativity from Lego.
Once you build it, you can't have fun with it anymore. It's just...
This is mirrored in a story in which a young boy is playing with his father's Legos, and his father builds them like model kits. Like he builds them just for the sake of building these big sets,
and he's got signs around them.
And
do
he
not
needs
touch.
to go by the instructions, and he wants to glue them in place so his kid can't play with them. And so this entire adventure is not implied; it is happening inside of this boy's sort of mind, and he's putting forward his creativity, and he feels he's being stifled by his father, played by Will Ferrell, and it just sort of ties in with the animated portions thematically, and it just works really, really well. I just felt that in certain places it just felt a little generic, but on the whole, as a sum of its parts, I felt it was just really, really well told.
See, actually, that was what I was thinking. There's one part in this that just made me go, what? But I'm way too overthinking this. There's a part where our main character, Emmett, who's just an average guy, we're playing that trope, but that's a good trope. Why not play it every now and then?
Yeah, and of all things to be a construction worker in a Lego world, it's just...
There you go.
They're there.
They can't build shit.
They thought they were clever. Anyway, there was one point, though, where I was just going, wait, now, like I said, I'm definitely overthinking this, but to what you were saying, when you find out that, it's all, like, in the boy's head, but then Emmett still thinks when he's in the real world, and there's a part where he moves.
Yeah.
So that's actually the only part where it made me go, wait, what?
Yeah.
Are we? Is it not? Is it real? Is it not real? Like, is the boy's clearly imagination is not making the Lego piece move? Otherwise, we got a completely different movie to make.
I was like, is this some supernatural shit?
The way I kind of see it is like they portray creativity almost like a superpower.
Yeah, actually, that's a good way of putting
it. I see it as sort of like creativity almost being a sort of living thing, where the boy's creativity almost sort of mirrors into real life. And it's stretching a little bit, but I think what they were kind of going for was sort of like a there's almost a life to creativity.
Yeah.
Like once you've come up with a character, it's got a life, and that character of his had a life all its own, and that's what I think they were trying to say.
Yeah. See, like that's why I don't think that's too much of a stretch either. Like the core, I guess, theme of this movie was don't stifle creativity. Mm-hmm. Like when you see it, it should be embraced. It should be nurtured, and like that's why I think and it's to me that is a great message because. Especially in this day and age, and like where we live in like this world, everyone's always saying, don't be weird. And so I think a movie that says no, have fun, do weird fucking shit. There is a robot pirate in this movie. We haven't even talked about that yet.
Oh, Metalbeard! Oh, best character.
He reminded me of that Transformer from Transformers 2. It was like my ancestor transformed into.
Oh yeah, nothing. But he did so with honor. No, but yeah, Metalbeard. He's got cannons on one arm and a shark on the other. Come on!
He's got a wheel on his back.
And he actually transformed into other shit. He transforms into a copy machine.
Guys. That's all well and good and stuff, but I think you guys are forgetting the magical wonder of Unikitty.
Oh my god, there's a Unikitty in
I
this.
saw that and I'm like, oh, we're to start in the pony references. It got pretty close.
I have to add this. Do either of you know, is that an actual Lego thing, Unikitties?
It will be now. It will be now.
Right.
That was, usually I hate that type of like, oh my god, cutesy, but it's funny, sort of. But no, okay, in part because, and we should start talking about this like all the characters and actors. In part, Alison Brie did a great job. Like Alison Brie from Community played Unikitty, and she did it in such a way that just it was both just really funny and adorable at the same time.
As the resident brony, I will simply state that she really quite captured the essence of the duality of Pinkie Pie and Pinkamena Diane Pie. Just that's
Pony reference.
That's all I'm gonna say to all you guys. There was that right amount of cannon and cupcakes. That's all I will say.
Oh,
cannon and
now
cupcakes.
I know what you're talking about.
That's all I'm saying.
I can count the number of pony references I know on one hand. Here we go.
I just got you guys a whole bunch of views.
Here we go. Pinkie Pie. You know why? Because you just said the name. It's the only thing.
And we're done. Good night.
Night, everybody. No, but like I said, I think we should talk about the characters now.
Morgan Freeman was in this.
Morgan Freeman.
And
No, sorry. Go see this movie just so you can hear Morgan Freeman say Taco Tuesdays.
yes.
Also, just so that you can hear Morgan Freeman go. Bleh.
Bleh.
Oh, and that may be a bit of a spoiler.
We already said spoilers are going to be in this.
But the funny thing is, I think this kind of further cements the pigeonholing that Morgan Freeman has found himself in, and he is playing
A voice.
godly figures.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Actually, that was funny too, and like him, Dumbledore, and Gandalf had a little back and forth. The amount of and the fucking cameos in this, we got.
There were way more DC characters in that than I was expecting.
Yeah, and it's weird because Marvel is a Lego now too, right? There was no Marvel characters, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I guess that was...
I guess DC did it first, so there you go. But like, who's it?
Was with Mega Bloks.
No, there is Marvel Lego.
Oh, okay then.
There's video games.
I'm next to positive there is. Anyway, so we had Channing Tatum as Superman and Jonah Hill as Green Lantern, which
wonderful.
the comedy wrote itself there.
Yeah.
Kobe Smulders, the chick from Avengers and How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I was about to say How to Train Your Mother. Whoops. She was she was Wonder Woman. We had Liam Neeson as Good Cop, Bad Cop. Which, I'm sorry.
Liam Neeson stole this fucking.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he did.
exactly what I didn't think Liam Neeson could be so funny.
Wow.
His fucking innocent little Liam Neeson.
Oh, hi there.
Oh my god, I'm such a nice little. No, I'm Liam Neeson. I will follow.
See, my favorite aspect of that though was all that really changed, other than like his tone of voice, was when he switched his heads. When he was Good Cop, he had normal glasses. When he was Bad Cop, he had sunglasses.
You know what my favorite part of Good Cop, Bad Cop was? Because this was the only time I will ever see Liam Neeson play Javert.
I really know what you're talking
Again,
about.
I just got you a whole bunch of views.
What? Was it the part I'm thinking of? Go ahead. I'll tell you.
No, it's just his whole character. He's just this cop.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the part where he starts singing, "Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling."
He's not necessarily like always completely in agreement with Lord Business, but that's his job. He's got to go chase down these.
Actually, come to think of it, there is a Javert-esque character in him.
Javert.
Who is once again an archetype. Hey, we're built on archetypes here.
Yeah.
And of course, speaking of weird characters that were consistent throughout the movie, we can't forget our dear friend, the Batman.
Oh goodness.
Will Arnett is Batman in this.
He had a song.
He did.
He was in that movie way longer than I was expecting.
When I saw the trailers, I knew Batman was in it. Like that was kind of like, oh, it's Batman.
But you think
I thought it was gonna be like one of those,
cameos.
like everything else. Like you think it's, oh, it's Batman. Now he's gone. But he's a character.
He's actually
in this
a consistent
movie.
character.
He is a secondary character. He is like he's the boyfriend of the lead female,
Yeah.
played by Elizabeth Banks, who also did a really good job in this.
And they almost play him up as like this sort of parody of the sort of like guitar playing douchebag.
See, not only that, it's
like
really,
he's the emo boyfriend you just want to punch.
I just
He rhymed darkness with no parents.
that needs
super rich.
That needs to be a T-shirt.
Kind of makes it
now.
better.
Yeah. No, darkness, no parents, continued darkness. That's a t-shirt.
There's your
Best
T-shirt.
haiku ever. I know it's not a haiku.
It's a Batman haiku.
It's a bat.
It's a
haiku.
Batku.
Nice.
I was not expecting them to make fun of the line, "He's the hero you deserve."
I know.
Okay. There is one cameo in this movie that just you were there with me. You saw me actually go, "Yay!"
Wonder Woman's invisible plane.
That was hilarious.
That was funny?
But no. Where are we gonna find
We
a
need
spaceship?
we need a hyperdrive.
The Millennium Falcon.
Just saying, I'm almost positive that was the voice actor for C-3PO. Who
Yeah.
It was.
It
I
was.
stayed after. Billy D. Williams and Anthony Daniels reprised their roles as Lando and C-3PO. The guy who did the voice of Han, I was really hoping it was Harrison Ford. It wasn't. It was like his official voice double.
Yeah, he sounded close.
Keith Ferguson, I think his name is. He's
He
a
sounded
great
close.
voice actor. He's in the House of Imaginary Friends or whatever.
But no, I
it's called.
saw C-3PO and legit
Master Zero.
in the middle of the theater.
I
Sorry, I got a cold.
I don't think I've ever heard Ichi squee. But
I legit squeed in the middle of the theater.
Oh God.
can we also just take into effect that the comedy in this movie was just on?
Oh my God.
It didn't let up until it needed to.
We mentioned the frame rate. I'm sorry. We mentioned the frame rate earlier. It really, really does wonders for the physical comedy.
Yeah, there's a lot of
The
physical.
stop
I wasn't
motion
expecting so many.
aesthetic.
I wasn't expecting so many explosions.
The
Explosions
And not even-
made of Lego.
And not even just in the action scenes. No! The opening scene, there's a song, we were singing it earlier, like where they're working at a construction site where they're breaking down all the weird stuff, and they're all singing this, everything is awesome, and there's explosions in the background.
Everything is awesome when Paul is drunk.
Because everything is awesome when he can't get it up because he drinks.
Oh, I never have that. I can't even spell whiskey, Dick. Anyways,
I don't even know the
W. But yeah.
2.
But yeah, a lot of explosions, a lot of really interesting visual effects made entirely of Lego.
And actually, like I was bringing up with the whole comedy, like the Lego comedy was just so good. There's this part where I can't do it on this screen. Basically, he's doing jumping jacks, but because he can't go like this,
He's
just going. But the best one ever was when Liam Neeson as bad cop was just like, "Oh sure, you've never done this before. What are you doing? Can't you see I'm making quotations with my tiny hands?" Because they're that was like I said, they don't have fingers. They have the actual hook hands or whatever those are.
The actual little
Claws.
whatever they're called. But yeah, everyone knows what we're talking about.
Lego
and
heads.
can I just say that there was a lot of. I loved what they were naming the inanimate
Oh my
objects
God.
in this goddamn movie.
They-
the Sword of Exact Zero.
They have
The relics.
They're called the relics in this. They're all these like mundane objects like band-aids, but they overpronounce the words. This is the mystical veil of Bandaid, or the
polish remover of Nail.
See,
Putting the wrong emphasis on the
Wrong syllable.
syllables. See, when I saw that in the movie, at first, you know what I thought was going on? I thought this was kind of like Pikmin, where they think trash is treasure. I thought, oh, okay, it's just a joke. But no, oh, wait, no, the real world's in this, what?
Oh.
Through the little magic portal.
That was a nice touch.
Drops him back down. Sure, gravity works that way. Fuck it.
The amount to, like we were saying, the animation in this was just so spot on.
I loved the movement, especially with
Oh
the
my
master
God.
building.
Yeah, that was really.
I was gonna bring that up earlier when they start like super building stuff. I was like, am I watching Action Man? I almost wanted to just shout out, check it out, dial it in, amp it
Spaceship
up.
guy, fucking spaceship.
Spaceship!
All I ever wanted was just to build the most badass spaceship of all time. And this is a world in which you can make a car out of a park bench, part of the street, a lamp post, a mailbox,
She turned an alleyway.
possibly your mother.
She turned an alleyway into a motorcycle.
Yes, she made a freaking motorcycle out of
the alleyway.
city. Out of the freaking city.
I think that one scene right there exemplifies the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
Just how much fun it is.
It's just, do you want to see our point? Do you want to see our... this whole movie was just Lego's awesome, the movie, and I see why people say it's like a really, really long commercial, because it is just Lego is awesome.
That's actually
the
a
movie.
point I was making earlier. This is quite possibly the best, probably is, the best movie I've ever seen based on toys. And maybe it's because the movie, the best word I can use to describe this movie, other than awesome or fun, is charming. The amount of charm in this movie is just staggering. And at no point did I feel like they were trying to sell me something. No. It's not like in Transformers where like, oh, I also have these arm cannons and axes. Or in the Power Rangers movie, look, new Ninja Zords.
Now,
there was...
Maybe I'm a little more cynical, but whenever I see them building some sort of vehicle, I do tend to see the, hey, look, that's going to be...
But that's the thing. Oh, no shit, it was actually...
You know why it was less of a toy commercial? Because while they were building all that stuff, they didn't tell you what set it was from. At
no point do you ever hear the name of it. Like, yeah, it's just like, oh, I built a motorcycle. Okay, anyone can build a motorcycle. And also, another part of it, I noticed this, that when they do build stuff, now obviously when they release the toys of this, they'll look like this too. But it wasn't like, oh, hey, I found this stuff we can use to make more. They literally use everything. That's why you see like stop signs on them.
Yeah, but if you wanted to boil this movie down to one single statement, and it would be Lego is awesome, and this entire movie, it was built in such a way that its qualities mirror why Lego is awesome. Its message is an encapsulation of why Lego is awesome, because you can follow the set and you can make something really impressive, or you can just freaking make whatever you want and make something fun. As impressive, and it's there's fun in each thing that you can do.
You can either just do whatever you want and build. You can build a dinosaur.
And the fact that the sets in this movie look so much like pre-made sets from a Lego perspective does show how nice Lego built the way it was intended to be built can look.
See, therein lies a cool thing about it, because I don't think while this movie does lean more towards, oh, you should have fun with Lego, it doesn't full out say either that the guys who
like a set.
Have fun with it.
It doesn't admonish either side.
No, that's that, and there's the genius. I think
that duality is what I really like about the movie.
Yeah, like I said, obviously it leans a little bit more towards.
Yeah, but in the end,
in the end though, Emmett kind of saves the day by going, we have to do it by this sometimes.
Sometimes I was about to mention that was the perfect scene to exemplify that point, because one part of their master plan to save the universe involves building things as they're supposed to be.
Can I also just say that I found it really, really funny that the piece of resistance was not a Lego piece?
Yeah. See, I didn't realize what it was at first. It looked like, no, that's what it was at the end.
Okay,
we should explain that the MacGuffins of this movie are the piece of resistance and the Craggle. The Craggle is what's going to be used to destroy the universe. The piece of resistance can save it. The Craggle, as it turns out, is crazy glue with some of the letters missing.
Yeah.
So it's pronounced Craggle.
You see that, and it's like, oh
and
my
the piece of
god.
resistance is the cap.
The cap on the crazy glue.
Yup.
I started to notice something was wrong when you look at the piece of resistance and it has a circular hole in it.
What is
and
that?
I'm like,
oh,
that's gonna go on something, and then you see the crazy go,
This whole movie is so full of color and so full of action, but it's got a simplicity about it. And that shows it right there in the fact that it wasn't a Lego piece, it was just the most simple thing that could... It is the most simple solution to the problem that could ever be made. And there's this big overblown adventure to do it. And that's Lego!
By the way, it might explode.
Yeah!
See, and actually, I want to bring up what... The point I like the most about this is something that I realized afterwards was that it kind of once you find out this is all from the perspective of a child, everything really made more sense.
Especially the dialogue.
Yes, especially everything. This is the most important, awesome thing ever. Yeah. But no, I'm talking about the fact that just an average guy was the main hero, right? Yeah. But at first, all you see are just average-looking Lego characters, right? Mm-hmm. But then all the master builders, all the important, really cool people, they're all it's Batman, it's a ninja, it's fucking Michelangelo.
It's the
And it also explains why it exploded at the end, because every 8-year-old boy loves it when shit explodes.
This movie could be seen as one of the greatest adaptations of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Death.
There you go. There's the review.
Yeah. You know what? There's your review right there from me, Cell, and Ichi. This movie is the greatest adaptation of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny ever. It's
Both equally good songs.
yeah, it's
Equally catch. Let's just hope there isn't
it's
a.
full of things you're nostalgic for. It really hits home the message of those things you're nostalgic for. It fills it full of actors that you know you're going to like, and it fills it full of performances that are gonna leave you not wanting more. It's great. It's a great movie.
Can I just bring up that I hope there isn't an Ultimate Orgy version that fills us up with something else?
Oh no. Everything's
The
not
Ultimate
awesome.
Orgy of Ultimate Destiny? Have you not seen that version?
No.
No, I thought you were talking.
To the computers.
I thought you were
God,
trying
what
to
have
tell
I
me.
done?
I thought you were trying to tell me that they were starting to work on a porno now.
No.
Well, you know they're gonna make a porno
There's an
now.
alternate version of the Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny, the Ultimate Orgy.
You know what the worst thing about this is? I'm not wrong. There will be a Lego the movie porno. There will. Oh, so much Rule 34.
Block my world.
Oh
And
no.
you know what? It's gonna be a couple of people wearing very large paper mache Lego heads, just
Hey,
having
I've
gratuitous
seen-
sex, and I'm gonna review it.
Hey, look. You know what we gotta do? We gotta review the American Dad porno. That's a thing.
Good night, everybody.
Can we just say before we go? Was anyone expecting this movie would end on a Mortal Kombat note?
No.
Were you? Done.
Fight! Good night, everyone.